Okay, we've had a couple of questions about sharpening mortise chisels. A mortise chisel, I'm going to try and show you here, should have 3 cutting edges. The obvious one at the end, but also along each of these sides here needs to be polished on both faces to create a sharp edge. Now the reason for that is that as you're cutting into the mortise, you're not just cutting down through it, but the angle of the bevel is also sliding along. So if these leading edges are sharp, they'll cut and leave a nice clean side on the mortise, which will reduce the amount of effort that you need to put in to make the cut, and also leave a nice clean finish as well. So in order to achieve that, you sharpen the tool as normal, working on the back and working on the bevel, which you can do with a honing guide. Richard Kell's number 1 and 2 guides are perfect for these. As you can see, using a little benchmark just to set the projection. And we can drop that on and just hone away and repeat the same angle every time. The sides you do by laying the chisel sideways onto the honing medium, as you would for doing the back, but you apply all the pressure over the back of the chisel, the side that you've already polished. So leaning on that side, you just work that edge and put a nice polish on it, and that will give you a nice sharp cutting edge on the side. Now I'll just do a quick demonstration to show you what I mean in action, and hopefully that will make it a bit clearer. Okay, I've just brought the camera down to bench level, and if I now place the chisel for the next cut and then chop down, and again you can see that as we cut down, we're also coming back towards the direction that we're coming from. So the bevel is pushing the chisel along the work as well as down into it. Now as we do that, these side edges of the chisel are shaving along the insides of the mortise, almost like a plane. So that face there is the one that we're creating each time we make a cut using the sides of the chisel. Now when you're cutting a mortise, you work from one end to the other, and then you can come back down this way, reversing the chisel, this will blow out because there's nothing supporting it, but hopefully you can see that as we progress we can just continue chopping down through the waste, which just gets gradually decimated more and more. But we don't need to lever everything out as we go. So and then when we get to where we started from, you can see we've gone an awful lot deeper than the first couple of cuts, which were fairly small. And then we can start squaring up on the end. So as you can see, we just walk backwards and forwards down until we end up with a nice square bottom mortise. All of this lot can be flicked out at the end.